Tell me about this new school of yours.
Right now, I'm just trying to fit in. It's kind of been my motto ever since I left my old school.
Julien, you did not leave your old school. You were expelled for being cruel to another boy.
I read the graphic novel and the screenplay sort of 6 weeks into the lockdown at 2020. And when I first read it, I got so emotional and I started tearing up. And I said, if you have such a reaction to something, I felt I have to make it.
I loved how, it is a continuum of wonder. It's not necessarily a sequel. And the idea that we would now look at and, in a sense, try to heal this character of the bully was absolutely intriguing, to both of us.
I'm sure your father has told you stories about when I was a young girl.
He says you don't really like to talk about it.
I don't. But now, I think, for your sake, I must.
Ultimately, you could instantly connect with Sarah, our protagonist, who in a larger part of the movie is hiding in a barn. And during the lockdown was for the first time we all could feel how it is not to be able to go outside. And I felt it's a film about the Holocaust, but at the same time in the center of it is this beautiful teenage love story, and which is filled with kindness. And R.J. Palacio in her book Wonder explored the themes of bullying and kindness, and she expanded those themes here in White Bird.
And putting this together, just, in the logistical part of it, it was something that was a different universe. So that became part of what was really exciting, as the structure of a story world that could keep going onward and outward.
When in dark times, those small things remind us of our humanity.
I felt that that's ultimately the kindness and that connection of these two people who didn't really see one another, who really got brought together through historical circumstances and through the hatred around them. And I felt like that sort of grounded the film for me in an emotional part in reality, and sort of someone who is like risking their lives to protect someone else is not just a true act of bravery, but it's a true act of love. And I think that's so powerful that I felt like this is an important story I wanted to tell.
You forget many things in life, but you never forget kindness. Because when kindness can cost you your life, it becomes like a miracle.